Hey everybody, just a reminder that this is currently Infrastructure Week at WTF. Today will be the last edition of the podcast until Monday, January 4th. There will also be a members-only update on the state of WTF JHT next week. So if you want to get in on that, go over to the main website and sign up to become a supporting member. In the meantime, I hope you all have a safe and happy New Year's, and please don't forget to watch your distance, wear your mask, and wash your damn hands. We're glad you're here. Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Anvitas, let's get to it. It's Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. Welcome to day 1440. Mitch McConnell blocked a House resolution to increase stimulus checks in the coronavirus relief package from $600 to $2,000, saying instead that the Senate would begin a process to consider bigger payments. The Caring for Americans with Supplemental Help, or CASH Act, passed the House with a bipartisan 275 to 134 vote. Trump, responding to the Senate developments, tweeted for McConnell to act unless he and other Republicans have a death wish. Meanwhile, the House voted to override Trump's veto of the $740 billion National Defense Authorization Act, marking the first time a chamber of Congress has agreed to override one of Trump's vetoes. In a string of tweets, Trump wrote in all caps, "We need new and energetic Republican leadership," calling them weak and tired, and saying that the override vote was a disgraceful act of cowardice. Mitch McConnell said the Senate would vote on Wednesday on the military policy bill. Bernie Sanders, however, promised to filibuster the override of Trump's veto unless the Senate holds a vote to provide $2,000 direct payments to Americans. Trump also signed the coronavirus stimulus package and a spending bill to avert a government shutdown, but not before two unemployment programs had already expired, guaranteeing a delay in benefits for about 14 million unemployed Americans. The legislative package will provide $900 billion for the distribution of COVID-19 vaccines, as well as funds for schools, small businesses, hospitals, and direct payment checks to families. The package also extends unemployment benefits, the federal moratorium on evictions, and it funds the federal government through September. Trump, however, blindsided lawmakers when he called the bill a disgrace days earlier, which was negotiated by his own Treasury Secretary. Moving on, the CDC predicts that the United States will see 400,000 coronavirus deaths by the time Trump leaves office on January 20th, 2021. U.S. case numbers surpassed 19 million on Saturday, meaning that at least 1 in 17 people have now been infected. The virus has killed more than 332,000 people, or 1 in 1,000. Dr. Scott Gottlieb, the former commissioner of the FDA, said the U.S. is facing a grim month ahead of us. Biden, meanwhile, will deliver an address on the coronavirus pandemic on Tuesday as the nation experiences what Dr. Fauci described as a surge in cases that has just gotten out of control in many respects. Back in D.C., Trump issued 26 new pardons, including for Roger Stone, Paul Manafort, and Jared Kushner's father, Charles. Paul Manafort, who admitted his crimes and initially agreed to cooperate with Robert Mueller, but later lied to prosecutors, spent nearly 2 years in prison for bank and tax fraud, illegal foreign lobbying, and witness tampering conspiracies before being released due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Stone never cooperated after lying to Congress to protect Trump and was sentenced for obstruction of Congress and for threatening a witness. Stone's sentence was later commuted by Trump days before he was set to surrender. The wording of the pardons for Manafort and Stone refer to the Mueller investigation as the Russian collusion hoax, prosecutorial misconduct, and injustice. Of the 65 pardons and commutations that Trump has granted, 60 have gone to people with a personal or political connection to Trump. Meanwhile, Biden accused Trump and his political appointees of obstructing the transition of power in key national security areas. Biden said his transition team has encountered roadblocks from political appointees in the Office of Management and Budget and the Defense Department, saying that it's nothing short, in my view, of irresponsibility. We need full visibility in order to avoid any window of confusion or catch-up that our adversaries may try to exploit. Moving on, since January 20th, 2017, Trump's donors have contributed $10.5 million to Trump's businesses. About $8.5 million came from the Trump campaign and various entities that Trump directly controls, while another $2 million came from other Republican candidates and committees. And finally, Americans voted Trump and Michelle Obama as the most admired man and woman of 2020. Trump's first-place finish ends Barack Obama's 12-year run as the most admired man. And in the polls, Gallup says 16% of Americans say they are satisfied with the direction the country is going, down from 21% in November. Trump's job approval rating stands at 39%, down from 43% in November. And the approval of Biden's transition stands at 65%, higher than Trump's in 2016. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditas.